Welcome to Find Your Shape, a podcast by Lewisburg Plastic Surgery featuring Dr. Alexander Moya, the expert in body contouring after weight loss and inventor of the Corset Body Lift. Hi, my name is Brittany, and I will be your host. In each episode of this show, Dr. Moya and I will discuss the complex world of body contouring after weight loss. Our goal, as with everything we do here at Lewisburg Plastic Surgery, is to provide you with the educational resources you need to make the best decision for your personal situation. You've lost the weight, now let's find your shape. All right, so we are here with Dr. Moya today.
Thank you. Good morning, Brittany.
Good morning. And we are going to be getting into this new podcast series, talking about what exactly?
We're going to be talking about my expert experience in body contouring after weight loss, and I'm really excited about sharing that experience with all our listeners.
Okay. Well, tell us about where you're from, because we're in Central PA currently, and that's not where you're from originally, is it?
Correct. I actually was born in Philadelphia, and then my parents moved to Virginia when I was 2. So I grew up in Northern Virginia. I went to McLean High School. I went to Virginia Tech for undergraduate, and then I went to Georgetown for my medical school training. And then from there, I kind of traveled around. I went to Miami for my general surgery training, and I ended up in Salt Lake City at the University of Utah for my plastic surgery fellowship. And from there, I ended up in Danville, Pennsylvania when I was looking for a job, and I had decided that I wanted to join a big multi-specialty group practice, and they had everything that I could have imagined in regards to things I could offer my patients as a plastic surgeon starting in the practice. So I ended up in Danville.
Okay, so that brings us to about how many years that you've been a surgeon?
So that was in 2002, and I actually worked for them till 2016. And I decided at that point that I wanted to change gears, and I joined Dr. Normington here in a private practice so that I can continue doing what I do best, which is aesthetic services, meaning face, breast, and body rejuvenation.
But your main focus is the body contouring after weight loss.
Yes, so a part of that, when you break down my practice, I have a subspecialty niche, I guess is what I would call it. It's body contouring after weight loss. You're still taking some of the same principles from aesthetic rejuvenation, patients who have not lost weight, and you're applying that to the weight loss patients, and there's some things that you do a little bit differently to get the better outcomes.
Why is this your main focus in your practice?
I found that as I was offering all these services at Geisinger Medical Center that I developed a passion for my weight loss patients, actually. I realized how hard they worked to try to change their life. You know, it's hard to all of a sudden just change your life. You know, usually when you're overweight, you start being overweight when you're just a kid. Mm-hmm. And I saw that their drive to change their life, and they go through, some of them can do diet and exercise. A lot of them did it through surgery, as in surgery to help them. They still had to do the work. And then all of a sudden they were left with all this loose skin. They didn't either anticipate it, or they were just very disappointed in the fact that they did all this work and now they just don't look quote unquote normal. Mm-hmm. They looked shapeless. Mm-hmm. And so for me, I found that helping them with that skin, that part of their journey, left them feeling whole again. And I found that was very gratifying for me. And it wasn't just the result, it was the connection I made with them. I could see how happy they were. And it just made me feel that I was offering something worthwhile.
Mm-hmm. So that brings me to wonder, what are your goals and missions in your practice?
Well, for me, when you start looking at any part of my practice, but if you're looking at body contouring after weight loss, my goal is to provide a service where patients can feel comfortable. They feel that I understand them. They feel that I can deliver a result that will make them happy. And they feel like they're my only patient, even though I may have hundreds of patients. Mm-hmm. So for me, that is what my goal of my practice is.
We have patients that travel literally across the country to see you for your services. What is it that sets you apart from the other plastic surgeons to have these patients go beyond their local options to drive 10, 12 hours to see you or fly across the country?
First of all, I feel honored and blessed that these patients are willing to, travel and, all the way to come and see me. At the end, I think it's a privilege. And that's how I treat it when I see them. I'm very much honored that they come to see me. I'm hoping that part of the reason they come to see me after we do either a phone consultation or we're corresponding over the email, part of it is I'm hoping that they feel a connection with me first and foremost as a person and as their doctor. And then I do believe that they come to see me because of my experience. I do offer things that are different than other surgeons when it comes to the approach to body contouring after weight loss. Most patients have more than one option, so the key is to figure out what fits best for the patient, what are they looking for. And I feel that I do that very, very well. And then we offer a service where our results are consistent across the board, low complications. We offer things that can help patients in their recovery, meaning making the patient experience better, such as no drains. And I think when you put all that together, maybe that's why they are willing to travel and come and see me from wherever. So Absolutely. That makes me really happy.
Yes. There's one main procedure that is the top thing that patients come to see you for. And what is that? We're almost talking 14 years now, I developed a body contouring procedure. It's a waistline contouring procedure, and I call it the Corset Body Lift. And I developed that because the procedures that were available just didn't seem to fit my patients in this area, meaning it left them with less than ideal body shape. And so I changed up what was available, and I came up with this, what I call a triple tummy tuck. Basically, I discovered through the years of listening to my patients, meaning what they want as an end result. And the end result that they wanted was having as much skin removed as possible, leaving them with the best shape possible. And they were okay with the fact that they may end up with more scars. And so the Corset Body Lift allows me to treat a large range of patients and basically leave them with a waistline that they're very happy with. And I think that procedure in and of itself requires a specific skill set and vision. And that's something that we offer. It's just, I think it comes natural to us because I think part of it is the artist in me. And I think that I individualize the result for every patient. So we're going to get more into that subject on a later podcast, talking more in depth with the Corset Body Lift and all of your other procedures. What are some other things that we're going to get into with this series?
I'm very excited because I'm going to share all of my 17 years of experience in the niche of body contouring after weight loss, and we can talk about how do we do drainless surgery. We can talk about how do we customize each procedure to every patient. What that means is a body lift is different for every single patient, but it's about customizing it to fit the patient, either from financial perspective to their body frame, to what they're looking for as an outcome. And there's a lot of things to talk about there because I think that the more informed patients are out there, it doesn't mean that they have to come to see me, but it'll help them and make the right choice for them and help them when they're seeking out a plastic surgeon or a specific procedure.
Right.
So I'm excited to share all that information for patients that are seeking those services.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that everybody is going to be very excited to learn more about those. There's lots of questions relating to, the arms, the face, the legs that they'd like to hear more about. So that's pretty exciting.
Yes, I'm very excited about it. I think that there's not enough information out there. Basically, when it comes to extreme weight loss and skin removal for the best shape and the least amount of complications. So that's something I'm excited about, again, sharing my experience after 17 years of doing it.
Great. Well, I'm excited.
Me too. Looking forward to it.
Well, stay tuned.
Sounds great.
That's a wrap on this episode of the podcast, brought to you by Lewisburg Plastic Surgery and Dr. Moya. Please be sure to subscribe to our show so that you never miss an episode. And for more information on Lewisburg Plastic Surgery or the Corset Body Lift by Dr. Moya, please visit us online at lewisburgplastic.com. We'll see you next time.